Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the last and final release of the year for Nomad Cosmetics. It's Nomad Cosmetics x Santa's Village. If you're interested in seeing swatches, some look inspo for this adorable Christmas palette, then keep watching. Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Yadi. We like to talk about all things makeup, indie makeup, luxury makeup, drugstore makeup, and just having a good time. So if that's your thing, make sure and subscribe. We do a lot of get readies with me, some shop my stash, and of course, new makeup, especially eyeshadow. But today, I'm so excited. I got the new Nomad Cosmetics Santa's Village palette. She's been hinting about this on Instagram. She does something really cute where with every release, she will have some type of giveaway, but it's kind of a contest. She'll give you clues over a week or so, and she'll give people an opportunity to guess the location of the next palette, and then you get to win the palette for free. So I've been seeing the clues that have been released on Instagram, and it's just always so adorable. And a lot of people kept saying North Pole, and I guess they're kind of right, but she said Santa's Village. So this is what the palette looks like. This is the outside actually. This is so cute. This is actually a cutout. And so the destination is Lapland, Finland. Of course, Santa's Village is the inspiration for it. And then you pull out the palette, and like I said, it's got the cutouts. She has this little Santa's house inside. So cute. We always get a postcard with Nomad Cosmetics, and this release's postcard is Santa's Village. Adorable there. And the story is dashing through the snow through Santa's Village. And so we're going to find 4 mattes and 5 shimmers. I think I did see a duochrome in here, so I'm excited. Now, Nomad Cosmetics is vegan and cruelty-free. The palette will retail for $29, and it is actually 9 pans. I will tell you why I really love this size and this price point, because although for an eyeshadow lover, we love anything and everything eyeshadow, I think the size is really nice. Here's my hand. You can buy this as like a little stocking stuffer for a teenager, or even a little girl that likes playing with makeup, and put it in the stocking, or, you know, just a really cute second gift or additional gift to something you're already giving somebody. It's a beautiful palette. So let me show you what it looks like. I always ruin this part with my Nomad Cosmetics videos because I get too excited and I swatch the palette before I show it to you. And that's half the fun, because if you know about Nomad Cosmetics, she always will release the palettes with embossing. So if you see there's Santa embossed in all 4 mattes. You can't see it on the white, but it's there. And so that's what the palette looks like. Really cute. I love the green, I love the gray, and the red. The white just makes sense for me as well, but these shimmers look amazing. I think just from looking at them, they all kind of look like the same formula, but let's swatch. Now, I think I just said how much the palette will retail for. It will retail for $29. If you use my code YADI10, you will save 10%. But if you follow indie makeup enthusiasts or creators, a lot of them have a code. So use anybody's code. You get a nice 10% off. But, you know, if you use my code, that's great. I don't make any money off of it. And what I will tell you is that the color story will be revealed on Saturday, October 29th, and then the palette launches Tuesday, November 1st. And so what I would recommend is go follow them on Instagram. She has the cutest Instagram. She interacts with everybody. She's just a lover of the beauty community, so I really like that as well. I think that I will just swatch them here on this side of the arm so that you guys can see them, and I'll do my Instagram swatches later. So we have, the first one. Okay, so these shimmers, as I thought, they're going to be those shimmers that are pretty densely packed. So it's not the ones like we saw in the last couple of releases with Unearthly Cosmetics and Adept, where they're a little crumbly and they kind of fall apart. These are more tightly packed, and they're going to be more of a subtle highlight on the lid. But look at, that's so pretty and iridescent. This one's the shade Rudolph. Ooh, I didn't expect that yellow flip to it. I'm just digging my finger in the pan again. So there's the shade Rudolph. So it looks pink and iridescent to you, and to me, if you flip it a certain way, it actually looks gold. Let me bring you in a little closer. There we go. It still looks pink and silvery to you, But here in my room, I do see a yellow gold flip to it. So this is going to be a beautiful shade. The next one is White Christmas. And this is the matte white. Wow. One pass. Look at that. That looks incredible. The next one is another shimmer. Again, tightly packed. This is the shade Peace. Wow. That's so pretty. Look, it almost disappears and then it shows up. Oh, that's incredible. It's super, super iridescent. Next, we have the shade Santa, the matte red. Whew. Okay, Nomad. Look at that red. Oh my goodness, that's incredible. The next one is gonna be Corvantuntery. I don't know I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's this yellow in the middle. It's actually a shimmer. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this one. That's so pretty. So they look like glass, you guys, almost like, how can I say it? Like they're gonna make your lids look super, super smooth and skin-like. She has a shimmer formula like that, which is kind of crazy. You can't even see it there, but I'm assuming if we put it on top of a dark matte, it will just make it glisten. I mean, that's the best way to explain it. The next one is Fir Tree, this matte green. Oh my gosh. Damn, these mattes are crazy. They're so good. That's really nice. It almost looks black, but it's just a deep, deep forest green. You see that? Yeesh. Get some deep looks from that. So this one here, the Corvantuntery, I mean, you can't even, right there, you see it on my arm, but it's almost like it makes your skin glisten. Trying to see if the camera will get that. Do you see that kind of flip? Huh. That's an interesting shade. I've never seen anything like that. The next one is a shimmer, and it's the shade Sauna. Ooh. Such a pretty icy shimmer. There it is. Kind of looks similar to the first one, if I'm being honest, but it's more purple. And then the next one is called Elf, and it's the dark slate. It's not a gray, it's like a slate. That's a really, really nice one. Really nice gray. But it's like a slate color. It's pretty dark, actually. And then the last shimmer we have is Winter Lights, and this one looks beautiful. I love it. And it's this green shimmer there. Wow. And there you go. There's Santa's Village for you. Okay, so as you can see, we've got some nice dark mattes. This white is super pigmented, and the shimmers are more of that iridescence. They're not going to have a lot of opacity, except for maybe this green one. The rest are pretty light, but I think it will just create like a really nice, glossy, icy type of look to the eye, so we'll see. I think, I don't know. Maybe 2 looks, maybe 3 looks. We'll see. We'll just go with it. Okay, I'm a little nervous because the mattes were so pigmented, but I have to remember that, I think I told you guys this in a previous video, Nomad and Unearthly Cosmetics, you never have to worry about the dark mattes because they blend out beautifully. So let's put it to the test. But I'm going to take my BK Beauty 211. I think this is one of the newer extensions to the core line. And we're going to go right into it. We're going to go into this dark slate color, the dark gray color, and I'm going to go here at the end and just pat, pat, pat. Yep, no trouble blending at all. I don't see any fallout right now. Sometimes there is fallouts with her mattes, but they're extremely pigmented, so that happens, but I'm not having any fallout right now. That blended out like a dream. I'm taking my rougher number 14 and going into White Christmas just to diffuse it at the top, make sure there's no harsh lines, that everything looks very blended. That looks wonderful. Now I think I'm going to go into the shade Peace, this light blue frosty shimmer, and I'm going to go in just with my finger, start to deposit it here. Wow. This looks like fluorescent. Is it coming across that way on camera? The formula is so thin, you guys. It feels like I'm putting nothing. I mean, obviously I can see the color, but It feels like I'm putting nothing on my lids. It feels so smooth. Like you swatch the color and you don't even feel it on your skin. Like that's how smooth it is. Not sure if it'll do anything because it was so transparent on my arm, but I am very intrigued by this center shimmer. I'm taking my Sonia G. This is the flat definer. Trying to see if I get, oh. I didn't think I would pick anything up with my brush, but I picked up quite a bit actually. So I'm gonna go into this inside portion of my lid here. So that was kind of shocking. I didn't expect to get so much on my brush, but honestly, you guys, it has created like this peachy, bluish, like little concoction here, and it looks really pretty. Wow. So it's very simple, but I like it. I'm going back into the dark gray or the elf shade and intensifying that a little bit. So here's the first look. I really like the way it all came together. It is actually like pearlescent, luminescent, like it's got like the craziest, iciest shift, if you can see. I wanted to make the first look like, you know, just something that was a little more toned down and subtle that you could wear every day to work. And I guess that's my first thoughts on these shimmers. I feel like the shimmers are a little more subdued, but like at the same time so sparkly, you know? I feel like this could be something that you could just grab a shimmer, put all over the lid, maybe some black eyeliner, and be done with your look. Like that's how pretty, and that's how pretty like they glow on their own. Let me see if I can get up real close so you can kind of see what I've got going on. So, you know, initially I was like, it's so light, it's so light. It's really not. It's actually really pretty, and it just glimmers. That's the right word, it glimmers. Wanted to pull you out so you could kind of appreciate just from a little bit of a distance how they show. I mean, this is really pretty. It's got like a soft, subtle purple, but like with glimmer. Like that's the way that I can explain it. And I think that that slate color was perfect. It looks almost like a black, but I think it's because it's so dark and we kind of buffed it out with the white. I just remembered that I forgot to buff out this side with the white, but I mean, it just looks so clean, so pretty. I really like it. Now I have to tell you something really unique that kind of caught me off guard. So, you know how I told you when I was swatching the shimmers that they were just like so tightly packed? And I kept kind of pressing in with my finger and I was like, they look nice, but I wanted more, I wanted more. And you can see like when I was doing my eye look on camera with you guys versus what it looks like now, there's more. And I'm gonna tell you that this is really unique. I don't know if I've ever come across this before, but when you put your finger in, yeah, you get some nice shimmer, of course, it's there. The way you're going to get the most payoff is with a brush. And so I thought it was so weird. And so it happened with this gold shift. And I was like, oh, wait, I've got a ton on my brush. And then I tried it again with the shade Peace. And the same thing happened. You get so much more payoff when you use a brush, which is not typically what people would say about a shimmer formula or, you know, that type of glittery formula or whatever, but this is the Sonia G flat definer and I'll show you. It's just a very flat brush. I love Nomad and this palette was gifted to me, but there's never any expectation, one, that I will post anything with it or create any looks with it, but there's also no expectation as to what I will say on the palette, and she's that person that loves the feedback, whether it be positive or negative. Obviously be nice when you're sharing feedback, but she's not somebody that would get offended by that. And so I was getting ready to say like, the stars of the palette are going to be the mattes. And I may still feel that way, but the shimmers with the brush, they pick up really nicely and they give you this like really nice opalescent or luminescent look that I'm kind of digging. So anyway, that's the first look. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been several days actually. I got really busy that day filming and editing some other stuff, but I actually have been playing with the palette, so I have even more thoughts. I'm thinking like a nice green smoked out type of look of some sort. That's what I'm thinking. I just want to play with that green. I haven't done a green look in a while, so let's do that. Gonna go in with the green with the Sonia G Soft Shader. and just place the product down. It is so freaking pigmented. Oh my gosh. I'm going in a little further than I normally do. I'm gonna take a Wayne Goss number 18 and go into White Christmas, the matte white, just to soften it up at the top. I'm gonna take my reference number 2 and go into Winter Lights. Green shimmer is so pretty. These are mostly meant to be topper glitters, topper shimmers. So that's one thing that I'm gonna wet my brush, that I am happy to know, because I mentioned this when I was swatching earlier in the video that, they weren't very opaque, and it's because they're meant to be toppers. Now in the back of the box, it does say, oh wow, this is gorgeous. It does say that they can be used as highlighters, toppers on the eyes, or even on the lips. So we're gonna try that in just a second. I think that'll be fun. So another thing that's really interesting is it's really hard. Like the shimmers are very tightly packed in there. And because they are shimmers that are meant to be toppers, highlighters, maybe that's why they're a little more hard pressed. I'm not sure. But the interesting thing about these shimmers is that with the finger, it's kind of hard to pick them up, but then with the brush, it's so easy. And look at the opacity we got there. I mean, that's incredible. I love that. I'm going to go in with my finger a little bit and then see if I press it in. Does it build up further? Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, that looks pretty damn opaque to me, but you know, that looks like magic. I really like how it looks over this green. That's so pretty. Okay, so I put some lashes on. Oh my gosh, you guys, this look is so pretty. You know what I noticed about the green? I guess now in retrospect, also the shade Elf, which both happen to be mattes. This one and this one. I haven't used the red yet, but we can use it on the bottom mixed with a little bit of Elf. But they kind of just stay in place, and that's really good for a very pigmented shadow, because it could have gotten muddy, or sometimes I have this issue where the green will go all the way up when I grab another shade to blend it out, you know, to make sure there's no like harsh edges. And this one, the green stayed exactly where it needed to stay, or where I had put it down. But the white just kind of diffused it, took away the hard edges, and it didn't make it muddy, like a green muddy with the white. And so let me show you the brush. This is the brush that I use, the Wayne Goss number 18, to blend it out. It kind of looks like it's green, but honestly, there's almost nothing on there for how pigmented the shadow is. So I don't know, like the mattes just stay put, but then they diffuse out so nicely. So I just wanted to point that out. On the inside here, because we have a lot of glitter going on or shimmer going on already, I'm just going to take this tiny little brush and then go into White Christmas, the matte white, and just pop it here. It's so pigmented. I mean, this is a really good matte white, just as good as the one from like Blends Bunnies or Unearthly Cosmetics. They're just really, really good. I remember back in the day, they didn't formulate them this good. All right, so we can go on the bottom or the lower lashes, and I'll go in with the same small brush. And I think what I'll do is I'll just do like red, and then at the end, I'll use the shade Elf, the gray one. I don't think I'm gonna do red all the way inside, but I'll do a little, just starting maybe in the middle there. Wow, that's pigmented. That looks kind of crazy. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Sonia G Lotus Soft Definer. It's just a small little blending brush, because I want, you know how like the red looks kind of harsh, like it's just very much a line. I want this to be a little more diffused. Go in on the outside, kind of going into the red a little bit to tame it down. That's pretty. It gives it almost like a purpley look. Yeah, the red on its own would have been too much. I thought I would do like a shimmer down here, but I think that'll be too much. So I'll just go back into the white and just kind of finish it off here. I like it. And then we got rid of some more red. It was too much, but still got like a little peekaboo situation going on in the middle. This is gorgeous. Oh my God, this green look, you guys. I'm sure on camera because I can kind of see it, but even in person, it looks like crushed diamonds. Like we just like crushed diamonds and like just patted them on. So pretty. I really, really love it. Okay, so there you go. I did do like a dark lower lash line. I just felt like the whole look was dark anyway, so just go with it. So what she says is that these shimmers are topper shimmers. They can also be used as highlight or on the lips. So we're going to try it both ways. I think I'm going to go with like a combination of this middle gold shade and then this one, the pink one, Rudolph. I'll start with just pink. And I mean, it's a purple. It's like a really pretty luminescence. And we'll just kind of tap, tap, tap. That looks pretty. It's like a soft glow. It's pretty subtle, but that is beautiful. All right, I know. Don't get scared. Don't get shocked. I was thinking, what would be the perfect holiday lip to go with this look? I thought, how can we make this pop and get a little interesting? So I went with the black lip, and I'm actually loving it. So I let it dry a little bit, and I think I want to try this shimmer that we didn't play with too much. The shade Sauna here. I'm just going to grab it on my finger. See how much payoff we get, and if not, we'll use it with the brush. But here we go. This is exactly what I thought would happen. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Hold on. The Unearthly Cosmetics 8-9, and I'll go into the same shade because, again, so far I've had more luck picking it up with a brush than my finger. That looks beautiful. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, you guys, I know this is so different than what I normally do, but I am absolutely obsessed with this look. I think it turned out really pretty, really just different. It's a look that would stand out, but I think that's the point. This is a Christmas palette. It's meant to be something to use to have fun. It's not going to be something that... or it could be for some people, but if you're more of a simple, basic, neutral makeup wearer every day, not going to be the palette that you use, right? But I think that it can be like, what if you use neutral looks every single day? You could grab one of these shimmers and just use it as a topper to add something a little special. I also think that it being a Christmas palette and it's only a 9-pan palette, which is definitely okay with me, it's a good palette to play with. It's a good palette as a companion palette to a neutral or even like a black and gray themed palette. I mean, there's so many ways that you could go with this, but I think this is my final thoughts on the shimmers. So I did tell you they're very hard pressed. I think it's interesting that I can't really pick it up too much with my finger, but I can with a brush. I think that's different for me, but I don't hate it. If you are somebody that has a lot of different shimmer, glimmer, glitter formulas in your collection, I think you'll like this kind of shimmer added to the collection. It's just different. As a gift or just something a little fun for you to play with. I mean, I feel like, I don't know if I would wear this lip out to like our holiday party, for instance, but I think I would definitely rock this eye look, and I may. I think it's just gorgeous. It looks like crushed diamonds on your eyes. So anyway, what do you think about the palette? Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comments. That really helps my channel out when you like and comment. If you enjoyed the video, definitely consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you Nomad for sending this palette. Again, you can use code Yadi10 to save 10% site-wide. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys later. Bye.